We're taking you live to the White House now as President Biden has rejected former President Trump's claim of executive privilege over White House visitor logs kept during Trump's presidency. President Biden has ordered those logs be turned over to the January 6th committee to provide further insight into the attack on the Capitol. Meantime, a court filing submitted late last week by John Durham, the special counsel investigating the origins of the Trump-Russia probe, has been creating buzz in Washington over the last few days, especially among conservatives. NewsNation White House correspondent Allison Harris joins us now. So, Allison, conservatives say the Durham papers prove that Democrats spied on Donald Trump. What's the reality check on what the filing says and doesn't say?
Yeah, so Nichole, former President Trump says that this court filing is proof that he was under surveillance while he was in office. The former president calling this bigger than Watergate. That is not what's outlined in the finding. While the document does raise important questions about potential political spying and the murky world of cybersecurity, many of the allegations here are in dispute and others are being distorted. Conservatives have reacted in furor, calling for drastic punishment for anyone involved.
They spied on the President of the United States. They spied and they lied.
That's the consistent message from Republicans, but that's not the specific claim in a court filing from this man, special counsel John Durham, who was tapped by Trump Attorney General Bill Barr to probe the origins of the FBI's investigation into Russian election interference. The filing comes in a case against Michael Sussman, a cybersecurity lawyer who represented the Clinton campaign. Durham alleges Sussman shared internet data with the CIA that purported to show that Trump and/or his associates were using rare Russian-made cell phones near the White House and other locations. The filing alleges Sussman got the data from a tech executive he worked with, whose company had ties to the Clinton campaign, and, quote, exploited his access to White House computer data to try to find information about the former president, wanting to establish a narrative tying then-candidate Trump to Russia. But the filing doesn't specify what data was collected from the office of the president or whether the data was even collected while Trump was president. In fact, the suspicious activity around the White House occurred when President Obama was in office. Sussman's lawyers have fired back at Durham, telling the court that his filing is plainly intended to politicize this case, inflame media coverage, and taint the jury pool. But in his filing, Durham says he'll prove the most explosive allegation in court. The data was collected, quote, for the purpose of gathering derogatory information about Donald Trump. And we will be hearing about this and talking about this for a while. There will be ongoing coverage because a jury trial for this case has been scheduled for May 16th. Nichole?
All right, Allison, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.